Sawadee krap and welcome to Thailand News Today, and a new face here. This is Arena from Fazwaz, who works in the same office, and as she says, no makeup, I've got pimples and things. Don't worry about that, I've got no makeup and I've got pimples too. Now the reason I got you here, Arena, is because people argue about the way that I say Pattaya, and they say, no, that's not, it should be Pattaya. So no. So how do you say the seaside town on the Gulf of Thailand?
Pattaya.
So there you go. Thank you, Arena.
Thank you.
Stay here because I've got to finish my introduction and say now for today's main news stories. Well, it looks like we won't be throwing water on each other next month. It was rumoured back in April that they were going to be pushing Songkran to July this year, but now it seems it's going to be, well, maybe a lot later this year. The annual celebrations could even be separated onto non-consecutive days, according to a source in the government. Many businesses and schools are still just opening back up and adjusting to the new normal regulations. PM Prayuth Chan-o-cha says a long holiday would not be good for government agencies that need to remain at work at this time. He said the holiday might be rescheduled later in the year. A coffee shop that's been set up in an old Airbus A330 has been told to close down, mainly because it's been too popular. It's understood thousands of customers a day were arriving for a latte or cappuccino from Coffee War in Sattahip in the south of Chon Buri province. Apparently the aircraft cost 10 million baht and was converted into a quirky cafe selling coffee for between 60 to 80 baht a cup. But health officials have asked the coffee shop to close for at least a week in an attempt to alleviate the daily overcrowding and dissipate the enthusiasm. The aircraft was formerly part of the Thai Airways fleet. There might be some more unused aircraft available soon. In a widely anticipated move, the 74-year-old Deputy PM Prayuth Chan-o-cha, also known as Thailand's Rolex General, has accepted the position of leading up the Palang Pracharat Party. The move is seen as a way of strengthening unity with the fractious main coalition party and to provide unity for the government as it struggles to stay in power beyond this election cycle. His acceptance of the top job comes just weeks after he told media he was not ready to take up the job. The diminutive general and staunch Prayuth ally has been embroiled in a number of controversies and misunderstandings, but has remained a deputy PM throughout the time of the NCPO and then its transition into a new government following last year's general elections. When you hear about a historic Buddhist temple being refitted, you wouldn't have thought they would have fitted it with cheap tiles from HomePro. That's what's happened to a beautiful old temple in Samut Prakan. The 300-year-old temple was refitted with cheap faux marble floor tiles and a new aluminium roof. Such is the damage, Buddhist academics claim the temple has been stripped of its architectural and historical importance. The floors and walls have been covered in white and faux marble pattern tiles, the carved wooden gable pulled apart and an aluminium roof fitted. In a comment from a Buddhist historian in social media, he said the aluminium roof and mosaics bought from the local market give this the same aesthetic as a food court. Today marks the 88th anniversary of Thailand's transition from an absolute monarchy to a constitutional monarchy. A small number of activists have marked the anniversary of the Siam Revolution. 30 to 40 demonstrators gathered at Bangkok's Democracy Monument and played a video reenactment of the speech made by People's Party leaders after they toppled the government of Rama VIII and established Thailand's first government under a constitutional monarchy. Activists at today's protest demanded amendments to the current constitution, which was written by the junta that preceded the current coalition government. And a motorised paraglider has crashed into a 6-year-old on a remote Krabi beach. The parents of the child rushed to the child's help and the paraglider pilot has promised to pay the medical expenses. Now the fly could face charges from local national park officials. There were 2 other flyers in the air at the same time. The pilot somehow managed to kick the child in the head as he was trying to land. Both the parents and the child rushed to his help and took him to hospital. Paragliding is illegal at the park's Klong Muang beach. Well, one thing a pilot would always be checking up on is the weather. Here's Ab.
Sawadee Kup and thank you, Tim. Let's get started on tomorrow's weather. Starting up north in Chiang Mai, cloudy skies are reported during the morning, followed by thunderstorms in the afternoon. With highs of 34s and lows of 25, there is a 50% chance of rain. In the northeastern parts of Thailand, the weather is predicted to be hot and humid, with a 10% chance of rain, highs of 36 and lows of 26. In Bangkok, cloudy skies early in the morning, with scattered thunderstorms developing later in the day and overnight. Highs of 35s and lows of 27, there is a 40% chance of rain. Heading east towards Pattaya City, cloudy skies are reported all day with a few scattered thunderstorms reported in the evening. Highs of 32s and lows of 27, there is a 30% chance of rain. And finally in Phuket, highs of 29s and lows of 25, there is an 80% chance of rain from 1 a.m. to 2 p.m. and again from 8 p.m. to late at night. And to wrap it up for the day, the sun will be rising at 5:52 and setting at 6:48. Thank you for listening. Passing it back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Ab. And that's the way we see the news today. Thank you for all your kind comments and the occasional corrections in the comments section. We do get to read most of them. And don't forget to subscribe as well. That helps us build up the numbers. We'll see you tomorrow.